All right, so today we're doing a presentation on Veteran by JPEG Mafia, an album I've been listening to a lot recently, and I just have some thoughts I'd like to share on it. So let's get into this.
Ew.
As internet rap, JPEG Mafia has broken into the scene to much avail given his avant-garde approach to making sure his beats and lyrics are provoking. I thought at first maybe Brockhampton was the master of incorporating the internet deep into the work, but they're both important. And as you can see, Brockhampton is here on the left and JPEG Mafia is on the right. Now it's interesting to me that these two can be compared because they both come out around the same time, given that Brockhampton has released 3 albums, whereas JPEG Mafia has released 1 album in this past year. So I guess it could be easy to compare them, but maybe Brockhampton is a little bit better, but I guess we'll have to wait for the future to see if JPEG Mafia makes something kind of like Saturation 1, 2, or 3.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Dude, what is this for?
Now, when we get into the nitty-gritty of Veteran as an album and as a piece of art, we have to think about when we're countering the abject, kind of like if you were to think of an exile of sorts, as in
I know.
JPEG Mafia travels to Lebanon or Syria or Israel, as you can see here, then we have to think about the things he writes down. And given that this is a song, an album of songs about paranoia from being in the military, as JPEG Mafia was, I can't help but think of some songs from Death Grips, the ex-military album. And here I have listed some lyrics from the Veteran album down below. So I'll just give you a few seconds to read those. Oops. My bad.
That's my girl. I like that.
So now we can get into our classical influence. So John Keats is a poet from the 15th century who wrote something that says, "I am in that temper that if I were under." Now that has the same syllables as "Peggy, where you been at getting those promos." Now, though the subject matter may not be too similar, I think that it's fairly easy to tell that there is some influence here. And then we have a quiz for you guys because I just want you to see what I'm saying here. So Veteran is an essay. I'm writing this essay in addition to this visual supplement that I have posted here, which I'll have linked somewhere. And that even though Brockhampton may not have started internet rap, I think that it's kind of imperative that we look at JPEG Mafia as not leaving the scene quite yet.